What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today, and in today's video, I will be giving you a 2021 update of every single Captain America minifigure that has ever been made by LEGO. So, let's dive in, and let's try to do this in chronological order, starting with the first Captain America figure ever to be released. Okay, so interestingly enough, starting at the beginning, it's gonna be a figure that pretty much none of us watching this video are gonna have, and that would be the 2012 Toy Fair exclusive Captain America. Now, the story behind this, it was released to only 125 people at Toy Fair in 2012. And it also came with an Iron Man, which was the first Iron Man figure ever to be released. So, when you look at it in that perspective, there have been some customs and sadly some knockoffs of this figure, which are really the only way for the average LEGO fan to fill this void in your Captain America collection. But needless to say, because it's so rare, I don't have it. So, that's the brief history of the first LEGO Marvel figures that weren't from Spider-Man. And now we'll go ahead and jump into the commercially available Captain America figure. Alright, so here we have the Captain America from the 2012 Avengers movie. Now, I absolutely love this figure. These Avengers sets are kind of what brought me out of my dark ages, if you will, which is basically when you're not buying LEGO. There was only about a year of my life where I wasn't buying LEGO, but in any case, the Avengers sets helped reel me back in. He's got a little bit of a darker shield compared to other Captain Americas that we'll look at. You can see that the red is more of like a wine red than the bright red that other Captain America shields have. But other than that, it's a pretty solid figure. I always like the head here, although a lot of people don't like that original cowl from the Captain America sets. You know, obviously the Endgame one is a lot better looking, but back in the day in 2012, I was just excited to have a Captain America in my collection, and this one definitely filled that void because it's a great looking figure. So the next Captain America that was released came out in 2014, and he came with the Captain America Red Skull tank battle set. And it was about 2 years. 2012 was the first Cap, then 2014 is what we see here. And it's based off of the Avengers Assemble cartoon as well as the comic books. It's a nice little mixture of both, but I've always liked this figure because it really harkens back to the old Cap while making him look kind of modern at the same time. Alright, so the next Captain America that we got was with the Age of Ultron sets in 2015. You can see that it's a much darker suit than the comic book Cap that we just saw, and it looks really great, guys. Amazing, amazing torso detailed printing, a great detailed head with a little chin strap this time. I was always bummed that we never got any kind of leg printing on this figure, and then I was also bummed that the same figure was used just the next year in 2016 for Captain America Civil War. It was exactly the same figure, but they also released a variant with a different head, which I'll show you in just a moment. But in any case, this is what it looked like. Now, in the same year, we also got this Minifig Cap, and that cap came with the massive helicarrier, quote-unquote, UCS set, and we also got this version of Cap. Now, the torso and legs are all exactly the same, but the head was pulled from Obi-Wan from the Episode 1 era sets that were out around the same time, and then there was just kind of this tousled blondish hair there. So this cap was semi-exclusive to that helicarrier set, but you could get the two pieces elsewhere, which is exactly what I did, because I don't have the helicarrier, funny enough. I have all the figures from it, I just don't actually have the set. So here we've got Sam Wilson Captain America, and this was a Comic-Con 2015 exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con. What you had to do was enter a raffle just to be eligible to win this. So not only one did you have to be lucky enough to get into San Diego Comic-Con, you also had to win a raffle to get this. Now, full disclosure, this is not the legit one because that is super expensive. This is actually a custom from my friends over at Minifig FX, and it looks absolutely identical, so for a much cheaper price, you can fill this gap in your Cap collection. Hey, that rhymed. Okay, so here we have Space Cap and Scuba Cap, which came out in the same year and are strikingly identical. So the torso, legs, and shield are all reused from that Captain America we looked at just a few moments ago, which was in that Red Skull tank battle set. So this is loosely based off of the Avengers Assemble cartoon, but he has a new head, we got this breathing apparatus, and then on this figure, we also got some flippers and a scuba breathing thing on his back, which we'll take a look at here in just a moment. So you can see he's got this breathing thing on here that just pins between the head and the torso, and then that's the face that's underneath. He's got a battle face there, and you can see he's kind of got some like protective lenses over his eyes there for whether he's in space or if he's underwater. So he's got some metallic printing on the back of the head there too to show. And then for this figure, you can see he's got this brick-built breathing pack that has these little star pieces on top. It attaches via a piece that goes around his neck, so he's got a lot around his neck in this case. And like I said, he's got some flippers here too, so they're both pretty cool figures, but it's definitely a little bummer that they're both kind of rehashed versions of an old figure, and these two are so strikingly identical as is. Here we have Captain America from the short-lived, no pun intended, Mighty Micros line, and I like this figure because it's so comical and cartoon-looking. He's got a big comic-y grin here, and then obviously a little bit more like a hand-drawn torso here, some white arms, red hands, and short blue legs. I'm kind of sad the Mighty Micros line doesn't seem to be a thing anymore, because I thought that these figures were really fun, but anyways, this is one more Cap for the collection. So as I said, the following year for Captain America Civil War, they did one set, which was the Black Panther Pursuit, which had Cap exactly the same from the torso down, but he had a new head. And basically, this head has shown up on Hawkeye and several other figures over the years, but he also had Star-Lord's hair here, which is the Superman hair, just in like a lightish blonde color. So this was only released in that Captain America Black Panther Pursuit set from Civil War, but it was worth mentioning, even though it's basically just the unmasked version of Steve Rogers. Now here we have the San Diego Comic-Con 2016 exclusive Cap, which sadly was the Hail Hydra Cap. Basically, in the comics, they revealed that Captain America was a sleeper agent for Hydra, and it was all this drama that honestly was kind of silly. But in any case, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from that year was that version of Captain America, and like I said before, you had to like enter a raffle to get this and da-da-da, so it's very hard to get, and needless to say, I don't have it in my collection, but we can take a look at it with pictures here. And here we have Pilot Captain America, which was released in 2017 with the Ms. Marvel little jet battle set. But in any case, I really like this figure. You can see he's got goggles around his eyes here. He's got a custom bomber jacket on with some black hands and blue legs. And overall, it's really great, and it reminds me a lot of his kind of makeshift suit from Captain America, the First Avenger. Here we have Infinity War Cap, and dare I say this might be among my favorites. Now, just starting with the head here, you can see he's got a stern look on this side, and then he's got a smirk on this side, and up to this point, this has been the first double-side-headed Cap that we've gotten so far. The hair is exactly the same as the Civil War unmasked Cap that we looked at earlier, and then you can see he's got dark blue arms, he's got torso printing there, which has like a blacked out star, a little bit more of a muted red there to show it's worn out, and some plain blue legs. I really think that this figure would have done great with multicolored legs or printing or something, but it came in the cheapest Infinity War set, which means you're probably not going to get too detailed of a figure. Anyways, he's got these claw accessory pieces on there, like the claw shield things from Wakanda, some great printing on the back, and darker brown hands to round out this figure, and like I said, I think it might be one of my favorite LEGO Caps. And last but certainly not least, we have Endgame Cap. Now, this figure is cool in some ways and disappointing in others. Disappointing in that, of course, we got the quantum suit like 50 times throughout the Endgame set, so that part's disappointing. But the shield looks incredible. You can see on the back it's a silver piece with printing over top of it instead of a red piece with printing on it. And just the outlining and detailing of this just looks so amazing. So the quantum suit is the same as all of the others. No printing on the arms, black hands, and then, of course, the Avengers printing here, some printing on the back, but then, of course, the highlight of this figure is the face and the helmet. So you can see that the helmet is kind of elongated on the back, and the idea is that when you put it on, it covers the face that's on the back side of it. So that's cool. And on one side, he's got a big grin, which if you don't push it down the whole way, I think it actually looks maybe a little better, but that's kind of in the eye of the beholder. But anyways, on this side, you can see he's got a smile, and on this side, you can see he's got a stern look like he's ready to take on Thanos himself. So this is a cool figure, and I really like the way that LEGO had this one turn out. In 2020, we got this cap at the beginning of the year, and of course, this version is based off of the Avengers video game version. Now, a lot of people weren't crazy about this suit, but I actually think it translated into Lego pretty well. Of course, we got that Endgame style shield, and when we lift up the helmet, you can see that he's got a chin strap on one side, and then just a smirk on the other side, and the eyes line up so that you could go either way with it, but of course, the idea is for you to use the chin strap version when you have the helmet on. And with this being the 2021 update, what we get here is the 2021 Captain America, which of course came in the Captain America mech set, and he has the same helmet and head from the 2020 version that we just looked at, but he has a brand new torso, and that's basically all that's new about him. But the torso looks so good. I mean, you could maybe call it an Endgame suit, you could maybe call it a comic cap suit, but no matter what, it definitely is vague enough that it could be MCU or comics, but it's a very nice representation of the figure. So let's zoom out and I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this 2021 update of every LEGO Captain America ever made. Be sure to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on the next video because I do daily LEGO content here on my channel, and I hope that you enjoyed this enough to see you back here again tomorrow. If you liked what you saw and you liked what you heard, feel free to click that subscribe button for more LEGO content coming in the near future. So, thanks for tuning in to today's video, and until next time, build on.